Well, this week has been filled with major headlines both in the U.S. and abroad. One America's Rachel Acenas takes us through the top stories of the week.
This past week, terror attacks hit Barcelona, Spain. The controversy over Confederate statues heats up, and the oldest American turns 114 years old. Here's more on those stories and all the week's top headlines in case you missed it.
We were hoping for a peaceful event.
The city of Charlottesville struggles in the aftermath of deadly violence during a weekend rally. And in North Carolina,
no KKK, no fascist.
More protesters topple a Confederate statue in response to the Charlottesville attack. Also on Monday,
North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un backs off threats of a possible ICBM launch. State media said Kim decided against the strike on Monday, but claimed he could change his mind if, quote, the Yankees persist in their extremely dangerous, reckless actions.
In the world of entertainment, a stunt turns deadly on the set of Deadpool 2.
We saw a couple, they come down the stairs twice, and the last one it went really quick and wobbled out, and like I said before, you know what, you couldn't see her anymore.
Also, Tiger Woods and toxicology.
Nope, put your right foot in front of your left foot.
Results reveal the famous golfer had Vicodin, Xanax, Ambien, and other drugs in his system when he fell asleep at the wheel over Memorial Day weekend. And abroad in the City of Light.
Child is dead and 12 people are injured, 5 critically, after a car drove into an Italian restaurant just outside of Paris, France.
On Tuesday, a special election in Alabama.
It's time to get up and start getting busy to bring about real change in our country.
It's a one-on-one race. I've been in runoffs before and done very well.
And the king remembered. 40 years after the death of Elvis Presley, his memory lives on.
I feel he's here. It's like really a strange thing. I just feel he's here. You know, like he sees us. I don't know. I feel like we're giving something of us to him, you know, after he gave us himself.
As fans flock to Memphis for an overnight vigil to remember the king of rock and roll. Midweek, Heather Heyer, the slain victim of the violence in Charlottesville, is laid to rest.
No father should have to do this. But I love my daughter. And as I look out on you guys, you loved her too. She was kind of hard that way. It's hard not to love.
And a U.S. soldier is killed in Afghanistan when he entered a booby-trapped building with his 12-member team.
He was a full-time, career, focused, dedicated, relentless soldier.
Also that day, mission complete.
Capture complete. Go for post-capture reconfiguration.
A SpaceX Dragon capsule delivers 6,400 pounds of research materials, crew supplies, and ice cream for 6 astronauts at the International Space Station. On Thursday, Confederate controversy.
Was George Washington a slave owner? So will George Washington now lose his status? Are we going to take down Are we going to take down statues to George Washington? How about Thomas Jefferson?
The debate over the removal of Confederate statues heats up. Also, relieved of duty, the Navy lets go of several top officers and sailors following the deadly collision of the USS Fitzgerald with a Philippine vessel back in June. And on Thursday, America's oldest person celebrates a birthday. Born in 1903, Delphine Gibson turns 114 years old. Also that day, 2 deadly terror attacks in Spain.
This is developing news, but we do know there are now multiple deaths and several others are injured after a van plowed into a crowd of pedestrians. Police are on scene at Catalunya Square in Barcelona's Las Ramblas district.
And the chaos continued as another attack strikes Spain's seaside resort.
All right, again, we have breaking news out of Spain where a major police operation is underway in Cambrils.
Finally, on Friday,
we have now received word and confirmed the death of 1 American citizen in the terrorist attacks in Spain, amongst those who have been killed.
43-year-old Jared Tucker from California was in Europe celebrating his first wedding anniversary. Also,
White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon is out of of a job. Bannon reportedly submitted a letter of resignation today. This comes after weeks of speculation that he was behind damaging leaks about White House staffers, including senior advisor to the president Jared Kushner and National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster.
And finally, Americans across the nation make their way to the best viewing spots for the highly anticipated solar eclipse.
And that once-in-a-lifetime solar eclipse is set to happen on Monday when the moon passes between the Earth and the sun, turning daylight into darkness for just a few minutes in the middle of the day. Also coming up in the week ahead, President Trump will hold a campaign-style rally in Arizona. For One America News, I'm Rachel Acenas. Back to you at the desk.